Hi, my name is Juanita. I'm a dietitian and diabetes educator. I'm hoping that you will share this video with all of your friends. Welcome back to the Fast Not Fussy way of cooking. And today I'm going to be talking about ways to incorporate vegetarian dishes into your meal plan. Not only is this recipe low fat, but it's also very good for you. So the recipe that I'm going to make with you today is a vegetarian bean burger. Now, a lot of people don't like beans, and I absolutely love beans. I was raised on beans. I think that beans are a very inexpensive way to get protein into the diet. Another good thing about beans are that they are a good source of fiber. So there are different types of beans. This particular recipe is going to be a black bean burger. So it's really, really simple. And one thing that you can do if you wanted to, you actually could use canned beans. What you would want to do with these is you would want to rinse the beans before you use them. The thing that I have done, just so that I don't have to add a lot of spices and garlic and onion to the dish, I've used the dried black beans instead and cooked them in a crock pot. And so this way, my beans already have the onion, the garlic, and I did add in chopped spinach as well. So my beans are a little bit more flavored than what you would just get out of the can. And I think the taste is actually better too. So what I would have you do is take your beans and you want to semi-mash them up so that you're not eating whole beans in your burger. Now you can do that in a couple different ways. You can use a blender, and what you want to do if you do use a blender is you do want to go to the pulse setting so you can get beans semi-mashed that way. I've chosen to use a potato masher, and basically it just eliminates a lot of cleanup. I'm only using one tool versus having to tear the blender apart to clean it. So that's the reason why I like the potato masher. So my recipe is very, very simple. And so I have 2 cups of black beans that are semi-mashed up. I use Italian breadcrumbs, and so I have 1 cup of that. I'm going to go ahead and add that in. I have a half a cup of salsa. I am using Italian seasoning instead of cumin and chili powder, just because I don't really like the taste of the cumin. It's a little bit bitter. So I have 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning. I'm going to use 2 eggs, but I also have 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Now olive oil is very heart friendly. It's a monounsaturated type fat, and it is good to include the more liquid type fats when you are doing your cooking versus the more solid type fats. So I'm going to do 2 eggs. I'm going to mix everything together here. Now I've already preheated my oven, and I've preheated that to 325 degrees. just want to make sure that when you're mixing this together that everything is all mixed up. The egg is all blended in, the oil is blended. This burger actually should be a pretty moist burger. A friend of mine said it was a little bit dry, and so if that is the case with any burger that you make, you actually can overcome that issue by when you make your sandwich, you can put sauce on it, or you could also use guacamole as like a topping inside the sandwich, or even if you serve that as a plain burger. And I also melted cheese on top, and basically that dry burger was okay. So there are ways to overcome some of the issues, like if you're trying a new recipe and maybe the burger is just a little bit dry. Doesn't mean that you have to throw out the burgers, it's just there are ways to top it, and then the next time do it a little bit different. So I will also share, I'm also looking all the time for new tools and ways to do things. So I did go on Amazon and I found a new pan that I had not seen before. And this particular brand is a Chicago metallic pan. And it's actually originally designed for making hamburger buns. So the depression is very low. But I saw that and I thought to myself, what a great burger pan that would be. Because what you get is you actually get the hamburgers or any other type of burger that you make is going to be perfectly round. Now, my friend actually paid me a very high compliment when she was going to eat my burger. She said, "Where did you buy your burgers at?" And I was a little bit surprised, but the edges are perfectly round instead of misshapen like they usually are. And so it was because of that reason she thought that I had purchased my bean burgers. So you can fool your friends, if you like, with this. So you want to coat the inside of the depressions with nonstick spray. I'm using olive oil cooking spray here. So just lightly coat. Take your burger mix, form it into a round shape, and it's going to be the perfect size to go into sandwiches. So this is an easy way to incorporate beans into your diet without always have the common bean dish per se, like your soup beans or even beans over rice or a bean burrito. But this is a nice different way to have a vegetarian dish. It's low fat and also high in fiber, so perfect for Heart Month. So I'm going to pop this into the oven. You're going to let it bake for 15 to 17 minutes at 325 degrees. So I hope that you've enjoyed this recipe. I hope that you share the video with other people so that more vegetarian bean burgers will be eaten. And again, just another way to have a fast, not fussy type of meal.